It'll turn you to a finger, you better be careful.
What's going on, guys? It's the K-Man here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Graves Jungle. Now, I know this is a champion that is played all the time right now because he's such a strong jungler, and I've been promising to make a video about him, but I didn't feel like I was good enough, but now I do, so it's time for the video. For my runes, I like to take Attack Speed Quints, MR Blues, Scaling Health Yellows, and Armor Pin Reds. For masteries, I go 12-0-18. I feel that the Strength of Ages gives you that tankiness that you need because you already have a high enough base damage anyway. Here I will be showing you the red and blue side clear for Graves. They are both a full jungle clear, get you level 4, and you'll be topside. Graves' passive is New Destiny. Basically, to keep it simple, he has 2 auto attacks and he has to reload every time he uses them. So make sure that you're walking in between each one, or each 2, so you don't just take unnecessary damage. You want to start off with End of the Line, which is your Q. You'll fire an explosive shell, detonates after 2 seconds, or 0.25 seconds if it strikes terrain. It's got kind of a weird hitbox, but basically just know that if you stand near somebody and you press your Q, it's gonna do 1,000,000 damage to him. And then level 2, you want to take your E, which is your quick draw, and you dash forward, you gain armor, you gain magic resist, and you get an extra stack of your passive. So a normal kind of combo you want to do is auto attack, E auto, and then you get your other auto. That way, it's just kind of quick, and you get 3 auto attacks rather than just 2 before you have to reload. Now, I always take Q again once I hit level 3 after the first 3 camps, just because your W does like not a lot of damage in the jungle when you're just trying to get your clear done, and it costs mana, which you could just use 1 ability and do a lot of damage rather than using 2. And so yeah, once you get to your blue buff, I usually smite it for the blue mana immediately, or you can if you're topside on your red, smite it for the health, whatever. But as you can see, the clear is almost identical, right? I think that's pretty cool. Level 4, you're going to pick up Smoke Screen and usually try to go top and gank, since your Smoke Screen slows and makes them unable to see. Very good ganking tool, and as you can see here, hitting my Q against the wall, doing 1,000,000 damage, waiting to use my E until maybe he flashes or he uses his escape, or just to get another auto attack. And as you can see here, Volibear tries to come in on me. It gets pretty dicey, I'm not gonna lie. Definitely calculated here. So it's whatever. Pretty good play on my part, honestly. Pretty godlike. But as you can see, that's the strength of Graves. And that was what happens when you go and just gank, right? That's a good start. 2-0, yeah, I'll take that. But on the other hand, in my other game on the blue side, I do something a little different. As you may have seen here in this game, the Blitzcrank did a pretty good job of messing with the Nidalee in her jungle, so I decided that I'd take it upon myself to continue to take all of her jungle. Something you can do, especially as Graves, is counter jungle. He's a great counter jungling champion, and his damage is just easy enough to clear very quickly, or also just kill the enemy jungler. And if you ever get the opportunity to counter jungle, please do it. As long as it's safe, go for it, because you're putting yourself super far ahead and putting the enemy behind. And you can immediately, look at this, Q up against the turret, 1,000,000 damage. I just got another red buff refresher from taking hers, and 1-0, gonna get a CS advantage. And see, I don't back off now, right? I continue to take her jungle, because not only am I gonna be, level up on her, or maybe 2, I'm gonna have red buff, and now I'm gonna have all of her CS, and she's gonna be very far behind at this point. And if I can stay in her jungle and continue to take all of this, then she will be so far behind, and it'll be very hard for her to get back. And as long as I can keep it warded, you know, this entire game should just go my way a lot easier, rather than if I had just gone back and decided to farm my own jungle. So yeah, right now I just have full control over her jungle. This is something that you can get used to playing jungle a little more. But as of now, just remember, whenever you see the enemy jungler not in their jungle, try to go in I don't know, counter jungle, right? And I see Nasus, remember, he doesn't have flash, just trying to get some more damage on him. Couldn't get the kill, but that's fine. He's gonna be shoved in the turret. It's whatever. When you're jungling, in general, you want to make sure that you are constantly getting your farm. Now, a lot of the time, I'll see players, you know, they'll have backed and then they'll immediately go and gank. And this is not a good idea. Unless you know 100% you guys are getting a kill off of this gank. Like, there's no possible way you're not getting a kill and a turret and their flash. Like, something like that. Like, unless you are 100% certain, just go and farm first. Because a lot of the time, that gank's not going to work. Or, you know, if you go gank top and you didn't get all of your bot side jungle cleared, their enemy jungler is going to go counter jungle your bot side, and then you're not going to have that for when you go back to it. So, as you can see here, I went back and then I just did an entire full jungle clear. And I am very close to hitting 6. I'll get the scuttle crab and immediately hit 6. And that's, you know, the solo laners basically just got 6, right? And I know I have 2 kills, but still, that's pretty impressive to hit 6 about the same time as our solo laners. So, please farm. No one farms these days, and I don't know why. As you can see here, I get in a little tussle with my boy here. I should have ulted right there before he healed up, but it was my bad. I ended up getting into a little little battle here, which I don't really want to be in. Get a little greedy for this guy, and it ends up working out, and I get him. And you don't have to see the rest of this. Don't worry, I made it out fine, 100%. Back to this other game, though. So, once again, I just took her entire topside jungle. She literally is not going to get any of those camps. And then I can go and take my entire topside jungle. And then I can go and take my entire bot side jungle. And I'll have just as much CS as our top laner. It really angers me when I have more CS or the same CS as my mid and top laners. Because first off, that's not just me being greedy and CSing too much. That's just my laner's not CSing enough. But in the end, it all works out. See, right now, more CS than my top laner, but it's fine. And see, just I don't know how much I can say it. Farm. I'm gonna stop saying to farm, but farm a lot. And I haven't really talked about Graves' ultimate, basically because it don't really need that much explaining. Collateral damage. You press R, do 1,000,000 damage to, you know, AoE, and it has such an insane range. Like, the range is crazy. Honestly, it's scary long. Like, you don't think it'd be that long, but it actually is. And look at this, my red buff's already back up. And I haven't even back, so there we go. Wonderful little start there to my game, and I can just keep progressing forward. Now, on to Graves' build path. As you saw, I was able to pick up my Skirmisher's Saber and Warrior enchantment in one buy, and a pink ward. So, pretty successful buy. I immediately run bot after I clear my, I think I cleared my Krugs or something like that, or whatever. But, you know, I'm not even going to waste my ult until the end to make sure I can secure both those kills. Kills are amazing on Graves. Honestly, take them if you can. That's not being a bad jungler. That's just being a smart player so you can carry your team. Because a lot of the time, if you're having to play Graves jungle, you're probably having to carry your team. Let's be honest. But Graves, once you get your Skirmisher Saber and your Warrior, you're gonna start building into your Phantom Dancer. Phantom Dancer allows you to just attack faster, move faster, and you know, do more damage. basically. Crit. It's amazing. Having Skirmisher Saber Warrior Enchantment first item is just such a strong item. As you can see here, I'm missing things, but I'm still destroying this Nidalee. You know, she didn't really know what's hitting her. She even flashes away, my ult still kills her. 5-0, 11 minutes into the game. It's going pretty good. Same CS as my top laner. And see, you can also get mid lane CS. It's just a fun time with Graves. No matter what, you can kind of just roam the map and get kills at this point. As you can see, I'm just trying to counter jungle now because I killed their laner, or sorry, their jungler, and you know, I get a free blue buff. Rather than just going and ganking bot real quick, yeah, there was an opportunity to gank bot, or I could just take all their jungler stuff and get rewarded for it. Go ahead and, like, she's oblivious right now. I mean, she's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie and say this was 100% skill on my part. She was pretty bad. But you know, it's whatever. I should have flashed there, got the kill, but oh wait, I did flash. My bad. I'm bad. And I set on to the build path, so I'm gonna skip all my cool highlights of me being amazing at Graves and skip to the part where people actually can know what to do rather than just watch me play. So now that I have Phantom Dancer, I do a lot of damage. I have 3,200 gold here. I should have backed to start get my Maw. If they have any magic damage on their team, it's usually just a good idea to go Maw after you get Phantom Dancer. But at this point, I'm just so strong. It doesn't really matter how much gold I have. There's nothing the enemy team can really do. Just picking up quick kills here as I flash away to not die. But see, no matter what, Phantom Dancer is just really good in this situation as well because I'm just kiting them like pretty easily too. Smiting, you know, raid bosses like Nasus. Beautiful ult, by the way. I don't think I've ever ulted anyone better than that in my entire life. Yeah, Smite doing that true damage, getting that burn. It's just really good in general for, that's why you always go skirmishers. A lot of, you know, you see LCS players, they'll go, the, green one, I don't even know what it's called, Tracker's Knife? Yeah, Tracker's Knife. Because, you know, they're getting wards for their team, but, you know, I'm in solo queue, and my team doesn't matter if we have vision, they're still gonna, you know, flash 1v5 into the enemy team. So, that's why I go skirmishers, and a lot of players do that as well. Blue Smite's pretty, I don't know, it's not that worth it, in my opinion, though. Now, I know I said no more highlights, but I'm just gonna throw these in as I explain the rest of the build. As you can see, I've got my Maw, and, quick little thing there. Use my ultimate to get the kill and to boost myself to get another auto attack on Nami. I know, pretty cool. There's fun things you can do with Graves once you're 15-0. But yeah, so once you get your Maw, as you can see, I bought a Vampiric Scepter. I'm working into my Death Stance. Sometimes if, you know, they don't have a strong AP presence, I'll just go Death Dance third item. And after Death's Dance, you got one more item slot. It depends on how the game's going. You can either get Sterix Gauge, that's sometimes a good buy, or you could go GA, that works as well. Or, you know, mainly just a defensive item, because at that point you already have so much damage that you don't really need any more. If you're feeling it though, if you're feeling real fun and you just want to never die, get a Bloodthirster. It's so fun. Your auto attacks heal you for like 800 damage each, or 800 health, I guess. And it's just fun to see the enemy team try to kill you while you just sit there and right click them. It's really fun. And I hate to say it, but that's gonna be it for this video. Not much else to really say about Graves. If you want to watch me play Graves, and so you can just pick up on some of the smaller things that he does, like, remember, just walking in between your auto attacks. As you can see, there's a little bar above your abilities that says how many auto attacks you do have, or not over your bar. I mean, like, underneath, like, your mana bar, you got two little shells. Yeah, you can see them, don't worry. And just make sure you're walking through those, and you'll be pretty good. Graves is a fun champion. But like I said, if you want to watch me play Graves, I'll probably be playing Graves because right now I'm trying to climb super hard. I just got back into Diamond, and so I'm trying to continue the climb. So if you want to watch that, I will be streaming from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern time these next 5 days actually. So come and check it out. It'll be fun. We'll have a little party, and hopefully people show up because I've tried streaming before and nobody likes me. So you know, I don't want that to happen again. So yeah, let's tune in if you guys want. And yeah, I did die. By the way, I wanted to let you all know I'm not perfect. I do die because I tried to 1v4. Actually, technically it was a 1v5 because I did kill the Nessus. So, hey, it's possible, but I'm not good enough, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, that's going to be it for the video. Remember, tune into the stream. Leave a like on the video if you like this kind of video. A lot of you all say you really like the guide, so that's really helpful. I love it. Love your feedback. And thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.